Are you looking for a podcast about undead parkour?
Well, then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Oh! Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
How are you?
Thirsty, how are you?
I'm very thirsty as well.
Would you like to crack open a beverage with me?
I would.
Excellent.
Ooh, that's sprayed.
Are you drinking a classic DP over there?
I am out of liquid death.
What a shame. Ooh, I forgot how good this seltzer is. I'm drinking a watermelon citrus, just an off-brand seltzer from Sam's Club.
No, okay.
It's good shit.
Hey, there you go.
All right, man.
Yeah, I'm on my second pepper today.
Oh, hitting deep in the peppers.
Mm-hmm.
That 3D printer that was once yours
Yes.
is now mine.
Yes.
I don't think we talked about that on the show, but you were like, I don't want this anymore. And I was like, I want it. And I have not touched it since you brought it over.
Well, I don't think you said you wanted it. I think you were like, I mean, I'll pretend Richard wants it.
Well, he was
take
like,
it off your hands.
He wanted to get me one because he thought I wanted one, but I was like, I just want the resin one.
Yeah.
Which I have. And I got it because I was like, maybe he'll be interested in it, and he's not. But I'm still, like, I still want to, figure it out and set it up. I'm just scared because of all the trouble and strife that you went through with it.
I am just so happy that we had, like, a 3D printing professional come in and go, all that's valid.
Oh my God.
I was like, thank God. Like, it's not just, I'm bad at it,
Yeah, no, it's just 3D printers are a bad time, I guess. But yeah, I still haven't set it up. But I'm still going strong on the resin printer, which I love very, very much.
Okay.
I have used up my entire bottle of resin. So I was like, Richard, can you pick up some resin for me? Because he works down near Micro Center.
Oh,
and he was like, yeah, I'll just pick them up on the way home. I was like, great, perfect. And so I sent him a picture of the bottle that I use. It's like the Micro Center brand. It's called Inland, and it's ABS-like resin.
Okay.
Which I don't know what that means, but that's the one I used, and I like it a lot. It's worked really well for me. So I was like, let's just get some more. And so Richard pops in there and is asking. So he goes to the resin aisle and can't find the bottle that I used. And so he asked the dude in there, he's like, hey, do you work in this section? And the guy's like, yeah. And Richard's like, okay, I need a specific kind of resin for my wife. He's like, oh, okay. And so he shows the guy like the picture. He's like, I need this ABS resin. And the guy's like, why do you use ABS resin? Which is like, I don't really know. Like, this is just the one that she uses and likes. And he's like, well, that's a weird choice. Okay.
Based on what? Like you trying to get me to bite on something? Like, what do you want?
Right. Like, so Richard was like, well, I mean, this is the one that she uses and she likes it. And the guy's like, well, what are you using it for? And he's like, well, she prints miniatures and she paints them and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, okay, we don't really stock a lot of that one. And like gives him all this grief and shit. And they had like one bottle left. I typically have been using the white one, but they only had black left. So Richard was like, is black okay? Weird. Yeah, I know. I was hoping like maybe gray, because gray is what I think most printers use. Because when you print gray, you can really see all the details in something.
I was like, yeah, you can see like the shadowing a lot better, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the print fucked up if you have something to fix. But with black, it's going to be a lot harder. But shit, where was I?
So I guess he was going to buy the black one.
Yeah, so he's going to buy the black one. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Black is good. So he brings the black one home and it tells me the story. And I'm like, why do you treat you like that? Richard was like, I don't know. And
I mean, I've been to Micro Center. And
they're typically pretty helpful.
Super nice. Yeah, they're so nice.
Yeah, everyone's always like nice and like, oh, what are you doing? Let me help you. And just they generally want you to be interested in whatever they're selling. And
yeah,
they get excited.
I'm like, what did he want?
I know. Like, I've never had that experience at a Micro Center before. But I was like, sorry he treated you like that. I guess I need to research my resins because maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. And so I spent all fucking day today, like, Googling around, like, what's the best resin for printing miniatures? What's the best resin for painting? What's the best 3D printing resin. I watched several YouTube videos. I read many an article. Okay. And the consensus is that ABS-like resin is one of the top resins that you can get because it holds great detail, it has good flexibility, has great strength, and it's not expensive.
Is that the problem? Because why did they were like, let's upsell.
Why did this guy give you so much grief? And the only thing I could think of is that, like, a woman sent my man to the store to pick me up a bottle of resin.
Oh, come on.
So maybe the guy was, like, gatekeeping it or making him feel like you're such a fucking pussy for buying stuff for your wife.
You don't even fucking know. Like, she knows more than you, but she can't 'cause she's a lady.
You're buying this for a whoomph? What does she know about resin printing?
Do you think?
I don't know. Like, that's the only thing that I can think of because they treated him like a woman, you know? They treated him like a person that doesn't know shit about nothing. Yo, a woman? You're buying this for a lady? What does she print? She does stuff with this resin?
You know what that makes me think of? Because you just said that again.
What?
That reminds me of, have you seen, it may have been a Vine, but it's been on TikTok for a long time. It's a super old sound. Have you seen the one where the girl comes into GameStop and she's like, oh, hey, I'd like Call of Duty. And they're like,
oh my God.
PlayStation or Xbox? And she's like, PlayStation. But, like, are you sure? And she's like, yes. Okay, I know that you don't know. Do you want the blue one or the green one? And she's like, the PlayStation one. He's like, blue one or green one? And then she goes, like, accepts the fate and then goes, I guess I want the blue one. And then they're like, there you go. And then they sell it, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like that.
That's exactly what it sounded like to me, too. I was like, he treated you that way because you brought a woman into the equation.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah. I was upset for him. I was like, you got gate kept. That sucks.
Well, that's what it sounds like. I was like, does this guy think like, oh, well, I work in the 3D printing department. Like, I know about it more.
Yeah. And he was also shocked that he was there to buy resin. He's like, you want resin, not filament? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes. It's a fucking resin printer. Why would I buy her filament?
Now, I will say, when I went to get my 3D one.
Yeah.
Or, well, when I went to get your 3D one, it was all filament. Like,
there is a ton of filament there.
Were just filament everywhere. So, like, maybe they're just like, well, that's like the weak version of 3D printing. Like, we don't like that, you know?
I guess. I don't know, man.
I hate that.
I hated it too.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
See? Well, I was going to say, see, look, you're being gatekept now because I was when I got it, but that's a different type of the printer.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think there's just shitty people in every hobby that just feel the need to dunk on others for no reason at all. I was literally like, I'm using the wrong resin, god damn it, and had to do research today, only to find out that I've been right the whole time. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, it's pumpkin spice season.
Indeed it is. You know what?
What?
So Starbucks started theirs, I think the 31st or the 30th.
That sounds about right.
Well, Dutch Bros started theirs 2 days later.
Oh.
Which is right now, which is today.
Yes.
So Dutch Bros has a version of the pumpkin spice craze.
Right.
And so, of course, so now Taylor's going to wake up 20 minutes earlier every day so she can go get a new version of their coffee and then go to work. So I'll have to let you know which one wins.
I fucking love fall coffee time because it's so good. There's nothing better than just getting some fall spices up in your coffee mix. I love that shit.
I guess I'll have to try it because I'm not a big pumpkin person in the first place.
Yeah.
But damn it, when Taylor makes these pumpkin cookies that she makes, I will eat that pumpkin up, man. But normally, like, I'm not a big fan of pumpkin, so I never indulge.
Okay. But you don't, like, hate on the craze, right? You're not like, ugh, pumpkin spice season.
No.
Okay.
Because it's just human tradition.
Yeah. I don't know why. I feel like this year, or maybe I'm just being exposed to it more because I've been around a certain news program more.
Okay. Oh, okay.
There is just so much hate around the concept of young women being excited for pumpkin spice coffee.
It's just because they're women. They're wumps.
I know.
They're not allowed to have
Okay.
passions and desires and loves.
I truly today was like, why do people hate pumpkin spice lattes so much? And I went on a Google hole. So I found this article. This is from Vox.com. And
Okay.
it's called Pumpkin Spice Lattes and the Backlash to the Backlash.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I was like, okay, let's dig into this one. So apparently this was like the earliest release date ever that Starbucks chose to start doing pumpkin spice.
Okay.
And I'm like, why not? You know, we all need a little bit of extra joy in our lives these days. I like a good pumpkin spice latte. Bring it on early.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it. This article calls it just they use the weirdest amount of words to describe pumpkin spice. So listen to this. It's an unctuous, pungent, saccharine brown liquid, equal parts dairy and diabetes, served in paper cups and guzzled down by the liter.
By the leader?
What?
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 Is the person writing this okay?
I know Vox is a little, like, BuzzFeed-ish, but damn, man.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
It was. It is a lot. So they go into like the history of the pumpkin spice latte and all that, but really, I'm just concerned about the backlash to it because, like,
Yeah.
you got to the root of it in like 5 words or less. You're like, it's because women like it, and that's kind of where this article goes. It's
Yeah.
about
It's
sexism.
about the basic bitch thing.
Yes, it is, and I hate it.
Yeah.
It goes on to talk about like how it's when men love on something, it elevates it, but when women love on something, it degrades it. Like, think of all the food crazes that are associated with men, like barbecue and IPAs and
Oh, man. I was going to say beef jerky.
yeah, beef jerky, like all the
Yeah.
good man foods and drinks, and those are like, yeah, I think about those and you're like, yeah, bruh. But when a woman likes something like a pumpkin spice latte or a rosé, or God forbid a woman enjoy a piece of fucking food, it just
You know what, man? I'm getting a pumpkin spice tomorrow.
good.
I am totally going to do it.
It also talked in this article about something that I never really thought of, but it's about how the holiday creep happens. Like, they're saying pumpkin spice is being brought up at the end of August now. Like, what's to stop them from bringing it into July and ruining our summers with these fall themed beverages, which I think
True.
it's an overreaction, but I can understand the idea of like the seasonal creep, especially having worked at Dillard's for a while in the holiday season, and it's August and you're putting up Christmas trees and you're like, why are we doing this?
Oh, dude. So July, I mean, before August even, we went to Costco. Christmas is up.
It's kind of nuts to me. Like, I really, really love Christmas, and I don't want to see it in July.
And
if
you
I'm
know
being
what I
real.
heard when I walked around?
Don't tell me it was Christmas carols.
No. I heard one person walk in and go, "Fucking Christmas?" And then I heard somebody, like, not in the same area, like, trying to retaliate to that statement, but I was walking that direction, and somebody comes out of an aisle and goes, "Dude, I know it's early, but y'all's Christmas." Like, I heard the two extremes.
Yeah.
People were so excited, and some people were like, "Why?" And I get it, because it was like all Christmas and 3 Halloween costumes.
Oh my God.
Like,
People
that's it.
steamroll Halloween and it makes me sad.
I know.
But yeah, I understand the whole concept of like the creep of holidays. It's preying on the capitalist society that we're all stuck in, that we can't get out of. Like, Christmas is here, now you have to buy it. Think about your
Yeah.
gift list. Pumpkin spice is here. It's almost time to do fall things. It just, I can see why some people don't appreciate that a pumpkin spice latte may be served at the end of August, but my God, do you have
Yeah.
to make it your whole personality?
I
Let
mean, that's
people
true, yeah.
enjoy things. Let them live their lives. Why you gotta hate on people who love a pumpkin themed coffee?
You know what, man? I don't know that I would enjoy it in taste, but I gotta say, when Taylor gets them, I sure love smelling it, man. It smells great.
Because they are great.
And because you brought it up, I'm going to throw a controversial hot take in there real quick.
Ooh, here we go.
You ready?
Yes.
Now, I know women like this, but you know what's the basic bitch for dudes?
Tell me.
I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what I feel like it is these days?
Is it cargo shorts?
I was going to say it's Marvel movies.
Oh my god, it is.
Marvel movies is kind of the basic bitch go-to now.
That's the Chunibu.
Like, yeah. And don't get me wrong, I fucking love the Marvel movies.
Oh my god.
But I think the same way the pumpkin spice gets blown out of proportion, it's those few people where it's like, oh, Marvel movies are all that exists. Pumpkin spice is the only thing to drink. Like, it's those people that bring it to the extreme that make that basic bitchness look bad.
Man.
Just like you said, what's wrong with enjoying a fall spice drink? It's great.
Yeah.
What's wrong with enjoying movies that have taken what you thought you knew about comics, kind of twisting it on its head a little bit for more people to get into?
Sure.
I don't really like comics, but I like these movies because it made it easier for me to get into.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking about Marvel movies every day.
Right.
You know, I don't know. When you said, like, it's the basic bitch, and you were like, yeah, because girls do this. I was like, there's got to be a guy one, and the only thing that came to my mind, Marvel movies.
I just wish we
That's
could
the
all
thing.
live in peace and harmony together. Can we all just hold hands and like the things we like?
You know what? Speaking of that, I want to tell you something.
Okay.
I know you're probably going to be like, yeah, this seems like a normal thing. You've probably experienced it. And I've been to this type of place, but I've never been treated so wholesomely
Okay.
while there. For Taylor's birthday, I decided to take her to get a mani-pedi,
Hell yeah.
right? I was like, oh, dude, let's do a mani-pedi thing. Not me. I didn't get one because, you
Boo.
know, I got the Listerine toe and stuff.
Okay.
Like, one day I'll be brave enough for that. And I don't like to get a manicure unless I have, like, enough nail for them to, like,
Yeah.
trim off and stuff. Like,
I feel that.
I have thin nails now. Sure, it would feel nice to do it, but I, like, want to, like, get a manicure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just, like, do that stuff. So I was like, I'm not in the right place for a manicure today. So just
Not
her,
in mani mode.
right? Don't get me wrong, though. Manicures, fucking bomb. I have
Hell yeah.
gotten plenty in my lifetime. And I had this one lady that I loved going to. She was so cool. She don't work there anymore. But Taylor went, and she decided this was fun. She was like, I'm going to get... Well, let's see if you can guess what she got on her nails.
Okay.
I'm going to send this to you real quick. So she decided to go themed. She went with this.
Is it the Irish flag?
No.
Watermelons.
They're watermelons.
Cute.
They're watermelons.
I like it.
She got it.
That's a really cute job.
Yeah,
like
I
ring
know.
fingers, like a little watermelon slice. It's adorable.
So actually, what's really funny is she said the lady like came up to do it and was talking to herself in her language.
Uh-huh.
And Taylor's like, but I could still feel what she was saying, and she was talking to herself, going like, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna figure out how to make this look like a watermelon. And then she did a good job, right?
Yeah, those look great.
Yeah, they look phenomenal. So we went in there, and I was like, yeah, it's just her. And so I was just going to sit down at the front, and I had my tablet with me. I was going to read some comics, you know, just kind of sit, right?
Yeah.
And the lady was like, I mean, you can go back there too if you want. And I was like, okay, sure. So I go back there, I sit next to her, and I was like, no, it's just her. Like, don't worry about me. I'm just going to sit here. They were like, okay.
Yeah.
You can sit back in that massage chair if you want.
Fuck yeah.
And I was like, excuse what?
That's half the fun of getting your mani done. You get a little massage.
I never got a massage
Really?
at my last place.
Oh my
But
god,
I-
that's my favorite.
But I guess that's like pedicure stuff because you sit in the chair to do the pedicure.
I suppose, yeah.
Because everyone else that was getting just manicures are at their little tables in the middle of the place. Where
Yeah.
you're just like
okay.
sitting at a thing. So I've only ever gotten manicures. I guess I didn't fucking know that. So guess what? I'm just fucking chillaxing in a massage chair while Taylor's getting his stuff done. And I was like, why? Like, they were like, he's really going to sit here? Like, what a good man. And I'm like, what kind of man wouldn't want to sit in a massage chair the whole
My
fucking
God.
time?
For real.
This is great. You
I'm
kidding
having
me?
a good time.
Dude, the massage chair times out. I was just going to let it run the whole time. I had to restart that thing 3 times.
Whoa.
It was great. Dude, I couldn't feel my back when I left. It was awesome.
That's amazing.
So I'm sitting there, reading my comics, getting massaged, right?
Yep.
And Taylor was looking at all the other ladies and was like, what is this drink that they all have? And I was like, oh yeah, like, I've seen that in movies. Like, you get drinks. Because I don't know. Never
Get a
had it.
bev.
So she got some, like, rum orange juice drink thing, which I thought was funny. It was the only drink everybody had. Nobody, no lady in that whole place got a different drink.
That's weird.
So that thing must be good.
Did Taylor get one?
Yeah, she got one.
Good.
So she got one. She tried it. She's loving it. And I'm sitting there getting the massage, and the lady came to me and was like, I mean, do you want anything? And I was like, take that Dr. Pepper.
Oh, my God.
I get to just sit there with a Dr. Pepper, massaging myself, not having to do nothing. It was phenomenal.
It's the ideal day.
And then I left, and they were acting like that would, like, what? Like, I should just be a man and go walk around Home Depot and not get a massage this whole time? You fucking kidding me? This was great.
What a lady, man. Likes to have a massage, drinks a Dr. Pepper. Who is this guy?
I know. We went to pay, and she was just like, he sat here with you the whole time? And Taylor was like, I mean, yeah. And she was like, good man. That's a good man. And I was like, what else would I have done? And I've been racking my brain like, would you really rather just go sit in your car and wait for this to get done? Would you rather
honestly.
go somewhere not in a massage chair?
Hang out with
Like,
the boys. Go eat a pizza with the dudes.
I wanted that free massage chair. It was great. I don't understand why, to be a man, you have to buy more expensive resin and not get a massage. I don't understand. It's stupid.
You're a man. You have to be in pain all the time. What, don't you know?
No, dude, like, it's been almost a week, and just now I'm like, oh, back is getting me a little bit. Sure could use taking Taylor, get a manicure. Oh, dude, I'm going to frequent that place, and she can always get nails, and I'm just going to chill, hang out with the ladies, and I can't, man.
Tell them just avoid the one toe.
Like, I do want to know. I do want to know the joys of a pedicure.
It's nice, dude. I took Richard for a pedicure for his 30th birthday, and he was like, this is the best thing I've ever done.
I mean, dude, manicures are phenomenal. I love getting a manicure, man.
Yeah. I love it when they beat the shit out of your hands. They ever do that for you?
Yeah.
They give you that hand massage. It's just like,
yes.
It's like, yes.
Dude.
What are you doing? I love it.
While we were waiting for them to call Taylor back, there was a lady sitting right in front of us, like to my right, and they were doing like the hand massage and doing all the stuff. Her eyes were fully closed, and she was just like...
That's how it goes.
Falling forward. And I was like, I could never sleep. It's too good.
Yeah.
I could never.
I want to get a massage, man.
Man.
I deserve a massage.
So, I think Taylor's had 2 massages. I've only had 1.
Yeah, I've only ever had 1.
And we did it at a place out in the colony.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's phenomenal. But man, like, we dream about it all the time.
I want it. I'm going to sign us up for a massage next week or something.
But you got the chair, man.
Yeah, but I need, like, the human touch. I need somebody to push an elbow through my soul. I miss my PT.
I miss her.
I miss my tall lady.
So yeah, I just needed to tell you, like, Taylor got nails, and I just got a free massage, and it was phenomenal.
That's fantastic.
I have never enjoyed a massage chair like I enjoyed that massage chair.
Makes the body feel good.
But maybe it's because I've never used one for like 2 hours straight. You know,
Yeah,
2 hours straight in a chair. That'll set you right.
That'll correct that spine.
Yeah, well. But
Hey, speaking of bodies,
I was gonna say, speaking of comfy chairs. Yeah, we went and saw a movie together.
we did, and it was a couple of weeks ago now, but we just like totally neglected to talk about it on the podcast.
So you finally took me to your Galaxy Theater.
Yeah.
That's out there in Grandscape and stuff that I've always wanted to go to. And I will
Yes.
say, I was not let down.
Yeah, it's a good theater.
I thoroughly enjoy the atmosphere of it. It was huge. It was huge.
Huge.
It's still not my favorite theater. There was one that I used to go to. I think it was a Regal theater or a
The Regal
United.
Beagle.
When you walked in the door, it wasn't the roof, but like there was, the ceiling was down some, and there was like a giant mural of just like all these classic movie stars, and it like wrapped around like 180 degrees when you walked in.
Cool.
That's still like my favorite theater that I've ever been to. It was such a ride of a place,
You know what I think about every single time I walk into a movie theater?
What?
It was back when Armageddon came out. Way long ago, when I was but a wee child. I remember going into a movie theater, I think it was Tinseltown, and they had this installation in like the lobby area, like the big atrium, with the dome ceiling and shit.
Okay.
They made it look like an actual meteor had crashed in.
That's dope.
It was amazing because they had like debris hanging from the ceiling off of like fishing line and whatever, and they had the actual like meteor down on the ground, and it was enormous. Like I suspect as an adult perhaps it wasn't as big, but as a kid I remember being like, this is huge. And it had the tiles around it were all busted up too, like it had actually impacted. It was incredible.
I'm like trying to find a photo of anything like that,
I would kill to see
and
a picture of it
can't.
again.
But that sounds so cool.
It was immersive. I literally think about it every time I walk into a movie theater. I'm like, oh man. Like, I smell movie theater popcorn and I think about Armageddon.
Like, that's the thing. A movie theater is not supposed to be just a building you go watch a movie in. Like, you're supposed to feel something upon going further into the theater. Like, that's the thing at the end. But, like, there's, like, the experience going in at first.
Right.
Tinseltown used to have, if you remember, it said Tinseltown
Yeah.
up above you, and it was like the rhinestone like flashing all the way across.
Yes.
And it was like, you were like, wow, like this looks awesome, this feels
Right.
fancy, like I feel like a star coming in here.
Tinseltown was the fucking shit. I miss Tinseltown.
I still call that theater Tinseltown, even though they changed their name, but
Same.
Tinseltown is like, that's the epitome of movie going.
Forever a place in
Tinseltown.
my heart.
Anyway, we went to bodies. Quick rating, 1 to 10, go.
10.
10. It was
That movie
so good,
was
dude.
That fucking ruled. I loved that movie. So the thing about the previews is like, there's a twist and you're never going to guess it. And the whole time I'm like, oh, I've got this twist on lock. I'm going to get it. And the whole time I'm like thinking, I'm doing different scenarios on my head. I'm running numbers. I'm like, okay, it's going to be this. No, wait, what if it's this and this? No, wait, no. It's going to be the other thing. And I didn't guess the twist at all. I did not see it coming.
Nope. I did the same thing. I was like, oh, I will figure it out. And then I was like, that is the twist. It's so obvious. They're making you think it's this, and it just really is.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't still.
Yeah.
No. It was so good.
It was one of the better movies I've seen in the last ever. Like, it was so
It was
good.
good. I am hesitant to call that a horror movie.
I know. Like, it's
a comedy.
Definitely a
Kind of.
comedy. Like,
Yeah.
at its core, it's a slasher movie, I guess, because,
Well, yeah.
teenagers dying in a creepy house in a storm. But it's so funny. Like, comedy
God,
is
it was
just
so
woven
good.
throughout it. And it's got social commentary. It's got everything. I want you guys to see this movie if you haven't yet. We're not going to spoil it here.
No.
Because
It's too good.
It's too good. I need you to see it. Please, please, please watch Bodies.
Bodies. I can't think about that movie without thinking like gorgeous girls with bodies.
There are a lot of gorgeous girls in that movie.
I wanted to bring up the chairs in the theater because while it didn't have heated seats, or did it, and I just didn't press it right.
I have no idea.
Okay. Mine have heated seats, but yours, that Galaxy Theater, you literally lay down. It becomes a bed.
You can go fucking flat in those chairs. I do. I just kick back.
Yeah, I did not expect that. Like, I brought it up to like 60% laid back and was like, I'm still like reclined.
Yeah. They actually have, like, if you go into the bigger theaters, because we were in a really tiny theater. There were, like, 60 seats in there max.
Oh, yeah.
If you go into, like, the giant theaters that they have in there where they show, the Marvel movies and stuff, they
Okay.
have couches in the front where you can, like, literally
Oh, my
just
God.
lay down. It's so nice.
I'm going to have to try to see a bigger movie.
Yeah.
Because I've never had that level of reclinization made available to me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that movie was phenomenal. Please try to see that movie.
Please.
If you have not.
You've gotta.
It's good. That's going to become a Yimtope classic, I think.
Yeah, we cannot recommend it enough.
Yeah.
One thing, though, it's a pretty sexy movie. And there were, children in the theater with us. We were alone
they were like
in the
10
theater.
years old.
Yeah, we were alone in the theater for the first bit, and then like right before the movie starts, this mom walks in with like 3 children, like ages maybe 8 to 12, and I was like, "This is a horror movie." And then when the movie starts, I'm like, "This is a sexy movie. Get these kids out of here!"
Like, before we went and saw it, I had read the horniest scary movie of all time was what they'd called this movie.
My God.
And I don't know if I fully agree, but I mean, it opens up with ladies making out for a solid minute.
Yes, and like a silent, solid minute.
Like, no music.
Very close up on the mouths.
No music, no background noise, just schmacking. And I'm the one closest to the 2 little girls next to me.
Yeah.
And they're all just like, ooh, just like giggling and stuff. And I was like, I don't know how to feel about this.
No.
I don't know. And then that mom barged out at some point, and I was like, I swear to God, if she's gonna go complain about this movie and try to get her money back at the end of the fucking movie,
I would have been so upset.
oh, I would have fought to make her pay double. I was like, you are not gonna take these kids to that movie that you know they shouldn't see to get a movie and then try to get a free movie because you're like, that was inappropriate. No.
Right. No, absolutely not.
No, you knew beforehand. But I don't think she did, so good for her?
I don't know.
I guess take your kids. Why not? It seems to be the thing to do. Let's take a quick break.
Yes, please.
We've discussed before how Fireball is the legal limit of antifreeze allowed in a beverage, right?
What?
Yeah.
What? That's not... No.
Yes, that's 100% true. Fireball was in the news for having the legal limit of antifreeze that you could drink in their beverage.
Hold on. I don't want to believe this.
Fireball, cinnamon whiskey, antifreeze.
Many foods in the American recipe take full advantage of the relatively lax attitude the FDA takes toward ingredients. So we just fucking put antifreeze and lie and shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Propylene glycol. An additive that appears both in foods and in antifreeze. So it was out of compliance with European regulations and they recalled it.
Yeah, but we're still allowed to drink it.
Yeah, because we're dirty Americans. We don't give a shit. We're dying fast.
Yeah, so it's used in antifreeze, but apparently it's not toxic to people. But, yeah, that's like in Fireball.
But I guess you could say the same thing, like water is one of the most deadly chemicals in the world.
I don't remember what class that was that I learned that, but they were like, I hate it when people say something's poisonous because everything is poisonous to a degree. It just depends on how much of it there is.
It's true.
And it literally fucked me up. Like, everything. I'm like, how many DVDs do I have to be buried under to be DVD poisoned? Like,
of course you would go there.
How does that work?
If y'all enjoyed that bit of the pre-ramble, you can get this full bonus episode by going on over to patreon.com/YMBTOAP and signing up to be a patron. We don't take advertisers. We don't take sponsors. We just take you. We take your ideas and we turn them into podcasts. If you want to be the ultimate supporter beyond the Patreon, you can get yourself some Yimtope gear over at the Yimtope Apparel store. We got good stuff in their store. We got coffee mugs. We got tote bags. We got plenty of stuff beyond apparel, so go check it out.
Right now's the time. It's getting cooler.
Oh, you better get on those hoodies.
It's hoodie
time. It's happening.
We've been having to not promote them, but it's time to promote them.
I think it is time.
I'm ready for another hoodie.
Yes, me too. Now I'm thinking about my hoodies. I'm going to wear that Apple one
Well,
We-
I'm hoping the green comes back.
Yeah, they took away our zip ups in the green for some reason.
Yeah, it's time for that to come back. Because
We're
what
gonna
if
have to-
that was like a momentary thing?
Yeah, we'll never know.
Until we go check.
Yes. Okay. So the link to the shop lives in the show notes. And as always, thank you so much to all of our supporters. You mean the world to us. We couldn't do this without you. You're the bestest friends we could ever ask for. And now let's get you back on to that regularly scheduled content.
There's nothing to do anymore.
Okay. I guess we should end the show.
So, me and Taylor were looking at trying to do something the other day, and we didn't know what to do anymore.
Okay.
Because we've been on, like, a regimen.
Oh,
August was all of Dragon Ball,
gotta get it done.
crank out the stand.
Yeah,
Like-
for a Patreon review.
Everything has been like, there's something to do. There's no thinking about doing something else.
Just gotta do it. Get it done.
These have to be done, right?
Yep.
And they were all done. And then we
And
could
then
do whatever
what?
we wanted. So we don't do anything anymore. Like, we didn't know what to do anymore.
Sometimes it's nice to just sit in silence and reconcile with your humanity.
No, I was like, we need, like, a brain cleanser, because we've been just full-blown story, like,
Yeah.
hardcore story stuff, right?
Yes. Can you
I was
consider
like-
the stand hardcore story stuff?
No. I mean, it should have been, but lackluster.
More on that in our Patreon review.
I was like, we need, like, that brain scrub, right?
Yeah.
I was like,
Like
we
pour
just
the La Croix on the brain.
we just have to go reality something. We need something. So we did complete Blown Away Season 3.
Fuck yes. Oh my god, tell me everything.
Yeah, so we did do that. I really agree
With whomst?
to a point.
Oh, with what?
Minhee is a goddess on earth, man. She
Oh,
creates
fuck
the
yeah.
best shit.
Hell yeah.
I don't like that she didn't win.
Yeah.
But I do believe that the guy who went up there with her should have been there. Because that dude fucking rocked.
He did. I really, dude.
He was, we even said, he was so conceptual.
Yeah.
He's the guy that did the skull where you could see the nebula. in the
Yes,
brain.
that was so cool.
Oh, God.
I loved that.
His installation at the end, absolute dog shit. It's a cool idea,
Yeah.
but
The whole thing is like you get half of a room to fill with glass art, and he was like, "I'm gonna do two things." And
do you
they're
know
gonna be very
how many
small.
times people on other shows get kicked off because they go, you took a risk, but you absolutely did not listen to the prompt,
Yes.
therefore automatic lose.
Right.
And this guy did that, but they rewarded him for it.
Yeah.
Then he should have won, hands down.
I agree.
Hands
But
down.
the cool fucking the little like tree child that they made.
Oh, so terrifying.
I love that little guy. Like Richard and I just paused it and looked at the tree child for like 5 minutes. We're like, look at that dude. Love him.
He was very cool.
I loved it.
This was, I think, one of the strongest seasons.
Yeah, there were a lot of
was
really good glass
on
makers.
point. We didn't like, I think his name was Tristan.
Did he make the sloth?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't like him.
Yeah, he was okay.
He was very literal with every prompt.
Yeah, I think he was like the weakest one. I mean, I know why he went through, just because he always at least somewhat delivered on the prompt, where some people
Yeah.
just like completely flunked it.
Right.
But man, when he left, we were like, thank you.
I know.
Like it's time.
Should have been gone a couple shows ago, perhaps. Sorry, Tristan, if by some bizarre
know.
chance you're listening to this.
And then, man, I can't remember her name, but the LGBT girl.
The non-binary girl. The non-binary baby, I guess.
Yeah. The show she left on was incorrect. She could have gone past at least that one.
What was...
I did not think she should have left.
What was their last piece of art?
I don't even know, but
Oh, the dice, right? They were tasked with
she
creating
made
like
the
a
dice.
square die
I loved
thing.
the dice. I thought it was
I thought
great
it was
because
cool, but like
Tristan's push pin, like
That
they
was-
said, was it looks good, but it's so
Yeah.
ordinary.
I thought it was cool.
I thought it was okay.
I loved the push pin. I agree that the die did not. I mean, it must be tough to make glass square, and I think that they did a really good job with it, but their piece overall, like, it was way smaller than it should have been for the prompt.
Oh, that is true. That is why, because they were under the size.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's because her thing broke like 5 fucking times.
Yeah, that did suck.
This season had the most like breakage
Yeah.
ever. It was horrible. Like, I cringed so many times when I would hear it.
This is why I
And
can't
then
work in
fucking
glass.
Minhee, I think it was her, all of her cane was just like, oh,
Yes,
we're
just
gonna
breaking.
explode.
Like
We're
at
just
the
exploding.
last challenge, she spent 2 hours making stuff that wouldn't work. I was so stressed out for her.
But that was our palate cleanser. And now
Very
it's
good.
time, I guess, to do more stuff.
Yes.
And so I wanted to then tell you, I've been thinking about my top 5 scary movies.
Yeah.
Did you not put out there in the tweet or something, potentially top 10?
Yeah.
Okay, mine's got to go to 10.
Yeah, I kind of figured you have a pretty robust list. I'm struggling to think of, like, my top scary movies. I'm having a hard time with it, and I don't know why.
I'm doing good, but then Taylor will go, this franchise, and I'm like, those are some of my all-time favorite movies. Throw them on the list.
Yeah.
I won't do any, like, multiples from a franchise. I don't think
Yeah,
that's
you got to
fair.
pick,
You got to
like,
pick one.
one Friday the 13th or whatever.
Yeah. There's no Friday the 13th on my list.
Okay.
Those are not good. I don't even know if Freddy's going to crack my top 10.
I mean, they're classic horror movies, but are they good horror movies, you know?
I mean, I love the second one.
To
but
me,
that's
a
just because
good-
of one special effects scene.
Oh, okay. I have so many things that create a good horror movie because there's some that are just like they're fun to watch because they're gory and weird.
Yes.
And then there's some that are like that story and the meaning behind it are so amazing. You have to say that's in the tops, right?
So that's kind of our thing. We were discussing, here's the one that scared me. Is this like a classic, like culturally?
I just
Was
thought
it
about the
big for the
tooth fairy
medium?
and like
from like
full body
Darkness
chill.
Falls? Oh my
Yes.
god. See, I really love that movie, but I don't think I can make it a top 10. I do.
I'll
like,
put it
I
in my
loved
top
that
10 for
movie,
you.
dude.
I'll hold it.
I loved that movie.
We're gonna start writing these down because I'm gonna forget.
We are. But while I'm working on that, which like my top 5 got filled out in like 2 minutes, and then Taylor brought up more shit, and I was like, all right, I gotta go 10.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta go 10. Because, okay, ready?
Yeah.
Guess what she did to me? She's like, oh, dude, Paranormal Activity. And I was like, fuck yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know. I like forgot about it. It's so
God
good.
damn it.
Yeah, I know. Like, there's good movies, man.
I'm just gonna start writing down on this napkin here on my desk because I'm going to forget.
But here's the question I wanted to pose to you about this.
Okay.
We had discussed making an October calendar with 31 movies on it for each other or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, for everybody to kind of, see where we're at. What do you want on this? I want to craft you an October, but what do you want?
Okay. Like, what do you
'Cause-
mean? What do we want?
Well, okay, so I'm thinking about what I want on mine.
Uh-huh.
I think I want, it might be like 2000s, 90s ones that I've never seen. Like, I've
Ooh.
never seen The Howling, never seen Ginger Snaps,
Oh, Ginger Snaps. That's a good movie that I forgot about.
right? Like, I've never seen, like, some of the, like, well, those are 2 werewolf movies. I guess I don't watch a lot of werewolf movies.
Have you seen Cursed? I
Yes.
love Cursed.
I think I've seen Cursed.
It's got Christina Ricci and like young Jesse Eisenberg.
Maybe not then. I think I've
You
only
should
heard
watch
about it.
Cursed. It's delicious.
I think that's where I'm going to live because, and here's where that came from. Taylor was working on her list.
Okay.
And she was like, ooh, dude, Ghost Ship.
I love Ghost Ship. Oh my god, that's such a good movie. And 13 Ghosts. I'm writing these down.
Okay, you ready? And
Yeah.
I go, man, I don't really remember Ghost Ship. Because I remember I didn't like it when I first saw it.
Really?
And then I said, okay, what was that, 2001? And she goes, 2002. I was like, okay, I was 12 years old. What the fuck
Yeah.
did that kid know? So I was like, maybe I want to watch that again. So that made me go, well, actually, there's a lot of movies in that 90s, early 2000s range
Yeah.
that I didn't see. Like, I saw The Ring, never seen The Grudge.
I can't believe that.
Well, I didn't like The Ring, so I assumed I would hate The Grudge because I didn't care for The Ring at all. So
hold on. We saw the new Grudge, and your experience with the
was
Grudge
the new one,
is
yeah.
that? Are you kidding? Oh my god,
Yeah.
that sucks, dude.
I know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've never seen the original. Like, I know pieces because, you know, it was just a big movie.
Yeah.
But, like, I've never sat down and seen that movie.
Ugh. I can't watch it again. I will not sleep for a week straight.
That's kind of the realm that I think I want my list to be crafted from.
I like that.
Like, because that's like a whole area that I don't know. You know what I mean?
So we should like dive into movies that Robert doesn't know for this.
Yeah. But I want to make one for you, so I was like, what do you want? Do you want classic ones? Do you want more slasher ones? Do you want like weird off the wall ones like fucking Rubber, you know, with like the killer tire? Like what do you want to see this October? Cuz I'm going to make you a calendar. But
yeah,
I want to know what you want cuz I can put my favorites on there. That doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, I want to know what the listeners want. Like, what do y'all crave from us?
Yeah. I mean, I'm making one for you.
For me personally?
Yeah, because I'm making one for Haley, too.
Oh, my God.
Well, so me and Haley used to do this every
Right.
October at work. And I think one year for her, she was like, I want remakes. So it was, okay, here's the original, here's the remake. And all of October was filled with the original, followed with the remake.
That's cool.
All the way down the list, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, well, what's your theme? What do you want?
I mean, I don't know.
I think one year for me, she did like, this is slasher week, so it was, you know, Halloween, Freddy, Jason, Scream, like, you know, that kind of stuff.
That's what I was thinking is like busted out by weeks. Like do really crazy, stupid, gory ones. Do ones that have a weird message. Do, you know, I don't know, bizarre ghost stories.
Yeah. So I'm crafting one for you, but if you, the zeitgeist, you know, the people out in podcast land would like one, what do you want on it?
Yeah, what do y'all want?
Do you want, all right, this is all witch movies. Then we do vampire movies. Then we do zombie movies. And we do werewolf movies. Like, you could make so many different themes for the month of October.
Truly.
And, I mean, we're hitting you early. You got a month to tell us what you want, because I find this so fun, because scary movies are so much freaking fun, dude.
Yeah.
Or so fun.
Should we create a channel in our secret Discord for this?
Maybe we should.
Just
it won't be for ranking it, but it's going to be for a watch-a-thon.
Yeah.
One movie a night. This is what the zeitgeist is watching.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Now, last year, me and Taylor sucked. I think we watched like 2 or 3 scary movies all of October.
Yeah.
It was a bad year.
I cannot promise you I'll be watching a movie a night because you know how much it takes for me to watch a movie.
That's true. I want to watch so many fucking movies this year.
There is a movie that I don't remember the name of. I'm going to have to do a Google real quick because I remember it's French. And I believe there is an axe-wielding killer. And I remember that...
So when you went French, I went... Oh, me and Ferdinand's movie. What's that movie called? Something about a wire.
Is it High Tension?
High Tension.
Let me see if that's the one.
That's not an axe one, though, I don't think.
Is there like a scene in a public restroom?
Yes.
I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
yes,
that's a good movie.
It is.
That's a good movie.
Why is it called Switchblade Romance?
Maybe it's like American name.
Huh.
But yeah, High Tension.
Yeah, I remember
that movie's pretty solid.
The cover of this movie. I remember I watched that as it came out in 2013 or 2003, sorry, when I was 13.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, what the fuck? Man, horror movies that aren't supernatural, like just like The Strangers. You've seen The Strangers, right?
I can't.
Ooh.
I can't. Like I don't like that movie.
That movie
it freaks me out too much.
Fucked me right up. I saw that in the theaters with my sister, and I remember just being like, I we need to go home because we saw it at like midnight and we were walking through the parking lot
Yeah.
alone afterwards. Oh, it's a scary movie.
One of the scariest lines in all of horror movie history, man, is just, "'Cause you were home." Yeah, dude, fuck that. I hate that movie. That's the only movie that, like, well, there's another one, but the next day my dad tapped on my window because I was young when
Oh
I
my
saw
God.
it, man. I literally shit my pants. I was like, no! The only other movie that's carried on past that was that Ouija movie.
Which I also haven't seen.
I was messed up for like 2 weeks.
Movies with like demons and stuff like that, they get to me.
Ghost ones make me think a lot. I'm not
Yeah.
too scared of it happening, but I'm
I
just
am.
like, but I'm just like, yeah, they're around here. They're just like all over and just
They're just
being
floating
nice to me
around.
for some reason, you know. But because you said it a second ago, I did want to tell you Taylor has not seen 13 Ghosts.
Oh my gosh. I love that movie.
Am I remembering it wrong? That movie's like pure funny, just good. I don't remember
No.
that movie being scary at all.
The only part of that movie I remember is that there's a pair of glasses that allows you to see the ghost.
Yeah.
And like when you're not wearing them, the ghost is like up in your shit.
Yeah, but that movie wasn't scary.
I remember being scared. I've always been a wuss about horror movies, and especially as a kid.
Okay.
So I remember being really scared about that part.
I remember thinking that it was going to be scary, and then me and my brother watched it, and I was just like, dude, that movie ruled, and I just thought it was good. Like, I don't know. I don't remember, like, the scary element to that one.
Mm.
That's one that I have on Taylor's list, because she's never seen that one.
Okay.
And I've been recommending that one to her for a while, but not as like a, ooh, you're going to get spooked. I was like, that's just a good movie.
Yeah.
But, again, that was another early 2000s movie?
Right. Have you seen Cell?
Like, what do I know? 2001? No, I haven't seen Cell.
Cell's the one with, J-Lo, right?
I think so. No, that's Cube. We keep saying that.
No, the Cell.
Is that the Cell?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen Cube either. See,
That one's not,
2000. See, there's like this whole 90s, early 2000s period that like I saw none of this stuff.
Yeah. You're gonna need to...
Like that's got to go
That's
on
the
my
theme.
list. That's my
the theme right
for
there.
sure.
Is like 90s and aughts movies.
I don't know them. Like, I don't know what it was, but there's like a good 8-year window that I am not aware of.
Weird.
I don't know why that is, but I just don't know them. Because, yeah, I've never seen The Cell.
I don't
seen The
remember
Cube.
much of it, honestly. Like, JLo goes into the minds of her psychological patients or something, and I just vividly remember the scene of a horse being split down the fucking middle.
That's cool. Let's see, look. If I look up The Grudge, 2004. Yeah. The Ring, 2002. Okay, but see, I did see that one.
And then you were like, I'm done with horror movies for 10 years.
I thought The Ring was the most boring movie.
Yeah.
I did not like it. Not because it scared me. I didn't like it. It's
I
like,
still don't
what's up with
understand
this
that.
horse? Like, why is it jumping off the boat? I don't understand anything. It just didn't grab me. And then I rewatched it with Taylor, like a year or two ago, maybe.
Yeah.
And I was like, that movie fucking rules. So
Good
now
movie.
I'm like, maybe I need to see The Grudge, you know?
Yeah.
But she doesn't want to watch it with me.
No.
She said she will, but she doesn't want to.
No. Yeah. I don't want to
And
watch it
that's-
either.
And that's fair. So yeah. But that was my thing. I would like to know from you, for a personal list of yours, what do you want that I can present you for a watch list? And you can pick and choose days, but at least you have 31 movies to choose from.
Yeah.
Because horror is so broad.
It
It
truly
can be
is.
so many things.
That's the beauty of the genre. Like, you have stuff that's just fun. You have stuff that's a really good story. You have stuff that's
Yeah.
truly going to wreck your nightmares for years and years.
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
So yeah, that was my whole point. I just wanted to ask you that, and I guess think on that.
Okay.
Let me know.
Speaking of horror, I guess this is horror tangentially related. Zombies are involved. Dying Light 2.
Okay.
I talked
You
about
hate
it
it.
last week. I'm not
Uh-oh.
enjoying my time with
Oh
it.
man.
So, I don't know if it's just like I'm too far out of the game or I don't really remember the controls for the parkour and shit. But like, I'm not having a good time this go around with it. I know that a big thing about it that I don't like is affecting me, and it's the online multiplayer. So
Okay.
even though Richard and I are in the same house, mere like 20 feet apart, playing on our own PCs together, the connectivity sucks. Like I'll have
Okay.
a ping of like 5 seconds sometimes and just see him like teleport across the map, which is very difficult because you can cross
Yeah.
like 80 meters a second in this game. There's just like people rubber banding around and shit. There are zombies that just like appear out of nowhere.
Mhm.
It's just bad. There's sequences. There's a lot of stealth sequences in this as well, which I'm not
Ugh.
into.
Yeah.
Like there's zombies that you have to like duck under tables and creep around in order to get around them. And feasibly, if you wake them up, like 25 zombies are going to come toward you. So you could hack and slash your way through it, but it's going to take a lot of resources and time, and
Yeah.
it's not really worth it. So the game is like forcing stealth upon you, which I don't like. And the zombies also, for some reason, I'm having an enormous issue where they can get me through walls. Like a
Okay.
closed door or a wall. There's just like zombie arms coming through, and I'll be like standing next to it and be like, ha, funny, that's a fun glitch, a zombie arm coming through the door, and then it grabs you, and you have to do a quick time event to get away from the zombie.
Yeah.
But you can't because the wall is there. So it just keeps glitching over and over and over again until you die, and it's horrible. I'm having a rough time with the online experience. I feel
So
like
it's
if I was
like
playing...
it's a good game, but it's maybe a little somehow even being delayed, released a little too early,
Yes.
and they could fix it up.
I mean, we're like 6 months, 7 months into the release.
Yeah, we are.
This should be
You're right,
fixed.
because we forgot about it,
Yeah.
and we're coming to it late.
This is such a clunky game. It's
That's not
so glitchy and bad. I have glitched through a fall many times. Like, I have an ability where you just hold spacebar and you'll catch the ledge as you fall. I'm doing that. I'm next to the ledge. I'm holding spacebar, not catching the ledge. It is, like, just basic mechanics of the game are refusing to work. And
Yeah.
I'm 90% sure because I'm playing online with a friend. It
Probably.
is so bad.
That's
So-
yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I'm going to say that if you want to enjoy this game, probably enjoy it single player because multiplayer stinks.
Well, now I would like to know, does it do that on consoles? Because
Yeah, good question.
the online experience is not the same across the board.
Yeah, so I would be curious if you are playing Dying Light 2 on a console and you're not having any issues with online connectivity, please let me know.
Because have you heard a lot that there's like a lot of games? Well, okay, so in Friday Roundup, we discussed the new Batman game coming out, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you know that one of the worst PC gaming ports of all time was that third Batman game?
Really?
It released on consoles, then came to the PC, and that version, like, does not work.
Dang.
It's one of the most beautiful technical games ever, and when it released on PC, it just did not work. And it was like that for
Yikes.
years, though.
That sucks.
So it's like, it just depends on where you play sometimes, too.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give the developers an out that,
Benefit
like,
of the
hey,
doubt.
you got console right.
Yeah.
Because if netcode sucks across the board, well, that just sucks, you know? So
Yeah.
I'm trying to pretend like they got it somewhere.
I hope they do because, my God, if the whole experience is like this, I can't imagine the game has much of a shelf life.
Yeah.
Games of shelf lives. Today I was thinking heavily about Overwatch because Overwatch 2 is coming up. It's like ominously on the horizon. October 4th, I think, is the launch date. So there's only like
Yeah, it's soon.
4 weeks left. I'm having
Yep.
a really rough time reconciling it.
Yeah.
Like, I know that the game is still gonna be there in its own way, I guess, but Overwatch 1 for me holds such a special place in my heart. Like, I've been playing this game since launch
Yeah.
in 2016, and I have met some of my closest friends through this game, and we play so often, but like, the game is going to drastically change. For me, it's not going to feel the same. Like, I've been playing the beta for Overwatch 2, and I have not been enjoying it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel good. And I was thinking about Overwatch 1 so hard today that I made myself cry. I was like, what am I doing with my life? I just don't like it upsets me that the dynamic that I have been playing with for the last 6 years is going to just kind of go quietly into the night, because they're not going to support Overwatch 1 once Overwatch 2 launches. Like, you won't be able to play Overwatch 1. It's going to roll into Overwatch 2 and become 1.
Oh. I did not know.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to just die. Like,
so there's not going to be like a classic mode that's 6?
I don't know. They haven't said anything about that. I would hope that they could still find a way to work it in, because my God, 5v5 feels bad, and I hate it. I hate playing it. It feels bad. I mean, not all my friends feel this way. There's many of them that do enjoy Overwatch 2, and they're going to continue playing it just the same as they would play Overwatch 1.
I think you got hit the hardest, though, because tanks is what really changed.
Yes.
Like, that's the biggest upset for that game. That's why the 6th man got left out. It's because now you're filling 2 people. Yeah.
So, since Overwatch 2 launches on October 4th, I think I'm going to take October 3rd off and just play it all day and go down with the ship.
You ever watch those videos of, like, when the Halo servers go down, and so people all jump online and they're like, hey, it's still up. Anybody else with a mic? And they're like, yeah, I met my wife on this thing and blah, blah, blah.
It's and then they talk.
Yeah, I watched one that did make me cry because this guy was telling a story and he was given like a monologue, right?
Man.
And the game ends before the monologue ends, so it just, he gets like cut off into the night as like it didn't exist, you know?
That's kind of fucked up.
It's heavy stuff, man.
I'm literally going to start crying
so
right
invested.
now. I'm so upset because, like, I've made so many good memories on this server, and it's stupid to be crying about a shooter game. But, like,
my
man, I'm sorry, I'm crying all of a sudden. I'm, like, legit upset.
Yeah.
It's something that's been with me for, like, so long. And, like, ooh, boy. There's just a lot of my life right now that's in upheaval. Yeah. So to have my favorite game also be dying is hitting harder than it should.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm going through right now.
I miss my game.
It's still with me, but I miss it.
I think that is an awesome plan, though. Just take off for the 3rd and fucking crank that shit.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Go out with a bang.
It's like me taking 6 days off work to play God of War when it comes out.
Yeah. Video games are important. They're a community. Like, they're art. They're so much. And, like, this game changed my life.
Yeah.
I'm so sad that it's going to be over.
I would like to think somehow that feeling will live on in 2 in some way.
Yeah.
But as the person who's been playing it, which is you, I think you have more of a, like, I'm not seeing that, you know?
Yeah, I hope that I can cultivate some love for Overwatch 2. God knows I'm going to try, but, like, it will never feel the same as it has felt these past 6 years.
Yeah, because I'll admit, with the season pass thing coming in, it's going to feel like a chore to play, and I didn't play it to be a chore.
Right.
And so I'm probably not going to play it as much.
Exactly. Like, I don't like it when that's why I stopped playing Swatter, because you go in and you're like, I have to complete my dailies. I got to get those points. I have to do
quit playing
the checklist. It just feels like a list of stuff to do. It doesn't feel like I'm going to go have fun now.
That's why I don't like open world MMOs, because that's what they are. They start fun.
Yes.
But then you hit a wall and it goes, oh, to even remotely progress, grind.
Yeah.
And I absolutely hate the grind. Destiny had me big when I first started because it was all these story missions and the story was good. And I was like, man, I'm like doing shit.
Right. And then it felt productive.
Yeah. And then it was like, okay, it's Christmas. Do you want this cool sled thing that makes your, like, motorcycle fast? Well, you have to, like, kill 5,000 of these guys to get...
And then, like, come up with these...
different colored Christmas ornaments to grind up and snort.
Yeah,
was
and
like,
then
what
like
the
get all
fuck?
the different milks, and what you're supposed to combine them in a certain order, and if you don't do them, you have to
Yeah.
go get more fucking milk. I hated that.
Oh, and then
That's
sorry, my real life occurred, so I built the sled
yes,
all the way up to the last upgrade, and I was like 3 materials shy of whatever it is, and then the hour hit that they were like, okay, Christmas is over, and
yep,
it was like, now I have this half-done sled that I'm so close to, just because I had to go to work.
yeah,
I don't like that at all. That's
no,
why I don't like MMO shit.
I'm upset that that is what the model is going towards. Like it's free to play, and then you have to pay for the battle pass, and if you finish the battle pass, it should pay for the next one. But then you have to. It's just chores.
It is just chores. That's what makes money now for some reason.
Yeah, fucking sucks.
So, anyway, you know it's not ending. You know it's
What's not
beginning.
ending? Something's beginning. Give it to me. What is it?
You guys have 3 weeks, because on that 4th week, Streamtober begins.
Fuck yes.
It is our favorite time of the fucking year, the spooky
It's
time.
gonna be so good this year. I'm so excited for all the things we have planned for you guys.
Yeah, you guys heard all the spooky stuff we already were talking about. Well, we are about to do a stream every single Saturday in October, starting with the 1st. Then you go 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th. Boom. Full-blown list of days. Always at 6 p.m. Central Time. I'm not even going to spoil it. We're going to put up like a schedule because we're still picking one out. We're letting our patrons vote on what that will be. You guys have just
Yes.
a couple weeks because I think we're going to call it right before the last week of September.
Right.
That way we have time to get it all together. But we're going to release a schedule probably that last week in September. Get you guys ready. There's some shit on there. It's going to be
Some
good.
stuff. We're gonna play some spooky games. We're gonna play some not so spooky games. We're gonna play
Do some not so
perhaps
spooky things.
not spooky at all.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot. It's going to be good.
Something for everybody.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Me too. Need some light in my life.
Yes. So keep an eye out for that. And if you're in the zeitgeist, go vote. We
Please
got to
go
know
vote.
what that one is going to be, because if you don't pick it, we're just going to pick it. And then you lose out on your privileges.
Boom.
You know what? I'm going to go check it right now. Let's see. Ooh, okay. There's a pretty good number of votes.
Okay. Yeah, we got like 6 votes in there now.
Okay, hang on. And then, okay. And then, oh, okay. I need to vote.
Yeah, you do.
And then that might be all the people that are going to vote.
If you haven't voted in the Zeitgeist, I urge you, I plead, please go vote now.
No, we don't urge. We command. Go vote now.
Do it.
I think most of the people that will have.
Yeah.
There's like one name that I'm not seeing in there besides mine. So really, it's almost done. So yeah, thank you guys. With that, are you ready to craft this list?
Yes, please.
Watch all the spooks.
Let's get this calendar rolling.
All right, guys, if you loved this episode, please go tell a friend. Word of mouth is always the best way to spread a podcast like the good old Yimtope into new, fresh ears. We release weekly every single Monday. That's what you should be telling people. You looking for something on Monday? That dreary, drab first day of the week? I got the show for you. It brings you right out, lifts your spirits. That's what you need to be telling people. If you want to talk to us, you can catch us on Twitter at YMBTOAP. We are talking to people left and right all over there. It's a great place to engage with us. If you do not want to be part of the Patreon, if you do want to be part of the Patreon, you can get a more centered place to talk to us. If you want to be more in the know, you can get that Discord. That is our lowest Patreon tier, where you can get in with a whole bunch of other people, discuss the episode with other people. First crack at stuff, you get insights as to stuff we got upcoming, like the vote that we were saying for what we're going to stream in October.
Yes.
They know kind of the ideas that are floating around, and you can help influence that, move it along. If that's something that interests you, go check that out. If you're going to go out there to Twitter, what is on your favorite spook list. I know we talked that, but I'm talking it again. Are you upset that Overwatch is going to roll into 2? Because I didn't know that. I literally thought it was going to be 2 separate places.
I wish it would be.
And just 2 was going to get new skins
Ugh.
and stuff. And this one was just going to be like, nope, I'm just this forever. Never change. No, you know what? Go to Twitter and show me a picture of your pumpkin spice latte.
Oh my god, yes, please.
I want to see it.
I want to see the pumpkins. And don't forget, our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube. Haven't you checked him out on YouTube? Go check him out on YouTube. And as always, thank you for listening, and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. Is the pumpkin spice worth the hate?
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
For Taylor's birthday, good lord, Bulbasaur is dreaming so hard behind me. I can hear him just like choke snoring. It's
Oh my
ridiculous. He's just like freaking out back there. He's zebra noising. Do you know about the zebra noise?
No.
It's when a dog's asleep and you just hear him just kind of barely like whoop,
Oh, yeah?
when they do the little like chirp kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he is zebra noising it big time back there.